Welcome to another exciting video from All Things Arab. Arab movies have now become quite popular, especially in today's time. Starting from films produced in Saudi Arabia to Egypt, there are many movies that you all will like. For those of you who want to watch some of the best Arab films ever made, this video is for you. So watch till the end as we put forward the top 10 Arab movies. Now let us get started without any further ado. Rattle the Cage is an Arabic crime thriller film that was released in the year 2015. This film is also known as Zinzana, which means cell in Arabic. It was co-written and directed by Majid al-Ansari. This film is considered to be the first film of this genre that was produced in the United Arab Emirates. The plot revolves around a man who was taken into custody for a minor disturbance he caused. In the cell, a man named Dalal is tortured by visions of his ex-wife and son. He waits to hear about his fate when a police officer named Daban stops to visit from a town nearby. Dalal inevitably gets involved in a huge plan that was initiated by the corrupt and violent police officer. He watches as the friendly visit suddenly turns into a bloodbath. This film is considered to be a world magnificence, neo-noir mystery from the United Arab Emirates that ought to journey some distance on the worldwide fest circuit and multiple worldwide platforms.
1000 بدل 800 ريال
وبيسجل جمعية الدين.
سبحان الله فجأة.
Another famous Arab film is Wajda. This film is a Saudi Arabian film that was released in the year 2012. It was written and directed by Haifa al-Mansour. One of the best parts about this film is that it was the first feature film to be shot completely in Saudi Arabia. It is even the first feature-length film written and directed by a female Saudi director. This film won a lot of film awards all over the world, and it is considered to be a must-watch film of all time. This film is about a young girl who is just 10 years in age. She wishes to get a new bicycle for herself so she can beat her friend in the bicycle race. This film revolves around the struggles that she faces and goes through to get the bicycle. As mentioned before, you must watch this film at least once. It was selected as the Saudi Arabian entry for the best foreign language film at the Oscars. The actors in this film include Waad Muhammad, Reem Abdullah, and Abdul Rahman Al-Juhani. The film titled Where Do We Go Now is a drama and comedy Lebanese film. This film was released in the year 2011 and it was directed by Nadine Labaki. The film mainly talks about an unnamed, remote and isolated village in Lebanon, which consists of people who belong to both Christianity and Islam. This village is surrounded by landmines and can only be accessed through a small bridge. The movie is about civil strife that engulfs the village. The women in the village try their level best to keep their men safe during the dark. While the men fight at war, the women of the village get together to stop the civil strife creatively. They sabotage the village radio, destroy the village television, and they even try many other things to stop the war. This film has won many awards since its release in the theaters. It was even selected to represent Lebanon for the Academy Awards. At the Toronto International Film Festival, this film managed to receive an award of the People's Choice Award. It was one of the highest-grossing Arabic films and the highest-grossing Lebanese film worldwide. It earned around $21 million in total. Thebe is an adventure and drama film directed by Naji Abu Novar. This story revolves around a young boy named Thebe, who embarks on a journey through the Wadi Rum desert to help a British officer reach his destination. The film takes place during the Middle Eastern theater of World War I, in the wake of the Great Arab Revolt against the ruling Ottoman Empire. The film required Thebe to muster up courage and tackle difficulties to survive the passage. The film used non-professional actors from the Bedouin community in southern Jordan and is considered a Bedouin Western. It has also been described as a coming-of-age film. This film was internationally co-produced between Jordan, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and the United Kingdom. Cinema 500 is a popular Saudi Arabian documentary released in the year 2006. This film was directed by Abdullah Al-Iyaf. The director of this film secured special permission from the Saudi Ministry of Culture and Information to shoot this documentary. The film premiered at the Emirates Film Competition in Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates, in the year 2006. However, due to the lack of cinemas in Saudi Arabia at the time of its release, there were no plans to showcase the film in its home country. The film describes how a young film fan crosses borders for the first time ever to watch a movie in theaters. Since there were no cinemas in Saudi Arabia, the young boy was forced to take such measures. At the time of its release, movies were only available on some TV channels and home video in Saudi Arabia. Interesting, right? Well, these are just a few Arabic movies that you can watch. Stay tuned to find out about more Arabic movies and why you would love to watch them. Clash is an Arabic-Egyptian film released in the year 2016. This film was shot in an 8 meters long police truck. The story of this film revolves around a gathering that takes place within the truck. In between the turmoil that followed the ousting of the Egyptian president named Morsi, protesters from all types of backgrounds have a gathering inside the police truck. The truck contains people from the members of the Muslim Brotherhood, as well as pro-army supporters, and other people who do not belong to either of the mentioned factions. This film was released right after the political events that took place in Egypt in the year 2013. This film was also officially selected by the 2016 Cannes Film Festival. Apart from that, it was the opening film at the film festival of Uncertain Regard in the year 2016. It has even won many awards, including the Best Film Award in 2016 at the International Film Festival of Kerala. The film, titled Six Windows in the Desert, is a series of short films available on the online streaming platform of Netflix. This series consists of a total of 6 short films, all based in Saudi Arabia. The films in the series include the film titled Is Sumyati Going to Hell?, which is directed by Mashal Al-Jasser, Dawasati, directed by Ali Khaltami, 27th of Shaban, which is directed by Muhammad Al-Salman, Predicament in Sight, which is directed by Faris Godas, The Rat, which is directed by Faisal Al-Amir, and finally, we have the film titled Curtain, which is directed by Muhammad Al-Salman. These films touch upon various topics that include social taboos, nature, the human psyche, and extremism. Although this may not be a proper movie that you may want to see, it will be worth your time watching this short film series, as it may expose you to different perspectives in many ways. The film titled Beauty and the Dogs is a drama and thriller Tunisian film. It was released in the year 2017 internationally and has even been co-produced. The story of this film is about a young college student who goes to the police station after facing a brutal assault. However, when she tells the police officer who the perpetrators were, she begins to face a bureaucratic nightmare. This film is based on a true story, which is why it is considered to be one of the best Arabic movies so far. This film was directed by Kauthar Ben-Hania and stars Mariam Al-Farjani, Numan Hamada, and Ghanim Al-Zarli. The film Beauty and the Dog was selected as the Tunisian entry for the Best Foreign Language Film. However, this film was not nominated further. One of second top pick of the day, we have the film titled Last Men in Aleppo. The Last Men in Aleppo is a documentary film released in the year 2017. It is about the Syrian civil war. This documentary film was written and produced by Soren Steen Hesperson and Karim Abid. The truth about the Syrian civil war was unraveled in this documentary film through the eyes of the White Helmets. The White Helmets are known as a group of volunteers who help to rescue workers in Aleppo. The documentary film pays attention to 3 people who are the founders of the White Helmets. These include Khaled Omar Harra, Mahmoud, and Subhi Al-Hussein. These people face a dilemma daily regarding whether or not they should flee their country or stay in it and fight for their country. This documentary film is very soul-touching. It has won the World Documentary Grand Jury Prize in the year 2017 at the Sundance Film Festival. It was even nominated under the Best Documentary Feature. Capernaum is considered to be one of the best Arabic films ever. Capernaum is a Lebanese film released in the year 2018. Once you watch this film, it will touch your soul and heart. This film was directed by Nadine Labaki and was produced by Khaled Mozanar. This film is about a young child who wants to sue his parents for bringing him into this cruel world. The film is about a 12-year-old Syrian refugee who has been living in the slums of Beirut. The film is narrated in a flashback format where it focuses on this young boy's life. He has gone through many struggles and has witnessed the brutality of the world. This is why he decides to sue his parents for child neglect. This is one of the best films ever produced, directed, and written. After its premiere in the theaters, it received a 15-minute standing ovation. It was even nominated as one of the greatest films in the year 2018. The acting in this film is outstanding. This film was able to become a super hit at the international box office, where they earned around $68 million worldwide. For all those who want to watch a film that will touch your heart, this movie is meant for you. It will make you cry and rethink the world we are living in. With this, we come to the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope you enjoyed the movies that we suggested. Do let us know your views and opinions. See you soon in our next video. Until then, be safe. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching the video. Comment down below which part you like the most, or click the thumbs up button if you like the video.